Well, the fate of the only woman on Tennessee's death row now rests with a judge. Christa Gail Pike is set to be executed by lethal injection at the end of September. She was convicted in the 1996 for the torture and murder of a fellow Job Corps student in Knoxville. Pike's attorney says she has a rare blood condition and very small veins that would complicate the injection process. At a hearing this week, her attorneys recommended putting her to death by way of a central line of fatal drugs or by hanging. Pike's team says she will suffer if she is executed by lethal injection.
Your Honor, that superadded pain and that terror and torture violates the Eighth Amendment.
But the state attorney says Pike's lawyers did not present enough evidence to support that belief.
And it's important to remember when thinking about this part of Ms. Pike's burden that speculation as to what could go wrong during an execution is not sufficient to meet that burden. Plaintiff's experts, on the other hand, Ms. Pike's experts cited no sources for their belief that her thrombocytosis was going to pose a risk of IV access issues.
Coming up on 10 News at 5, hear from our investigative producer John North about what played out this week in court and what is next for Christa Pike. 3 executions in 3 states today. Death row inmates in Tennessee, Alabama, and Oklahoma set to die by lethal injection. 2 of those have already happened. Tennessee executed Anthony Darrell Hines this morning at the Riverbend Maximum Security Institution in Nashville. It comes after the state botched another man's execution back in May. Hines' legal team expressed their concerns about that failed lethal injection, but the state went forward with Hines' execution. He died at 10:43 Central Time this morning.